Hey YouTubers, what's up? This is Vivek here. Welcome to Rants and Reviews, and today we are going to review the biggest release of 2016, Captain America Civil War, which is incidentally the third part of the Captain America series. So before I continue, let me tell you that this video will contain spoilers, so continue at your own risk. So I was really excited about this movie. I was really looking forward to this movie because after the debacle which is known as Batman v Superman, where Superman got his ass handed down to Batman on a platter, which is sad and lame at the same time, I really wanted to see how Iron Man is going to fare against Captain America. Let me tell you, this movie is full of surprises. There's Ant-Man, there's Scarlet Witch, there's Black Panther, there's Spider-Man. This movie starts with an action sequence in Nigeria where the new Avengers face off against Crossbones. Now this scuffle leads to an accident which results in the death of a few Wakandan citizens, and that's where Black Panther comes to the picture. I was really excited to see how they are going to portray Black Panther in this movie. Now Black Panther is a very mystical superhero. He has all the superpowers. He has total control over vibranium properties in the comics. I really want to see how far they are going to push him in the movie. Black Panther in this movie is actually very good, and he outruns Audi in a car chase sequence. That was the coolest part of Black Panther in this movie. This movie solely does not focus on the life of Captain America, or as a matter of fact the Winter Soldier. All the Avengers play a very small part but vital roles here and there throughout the movie. Scarlet Witch is obviously more powerful in this movie than she was in Age of Ultron. However, she is still learning on how to control her power to the fullest. Also, do look out for the chemistry between Scarlet Witch and Vision. I think it's really going to go somewhere in the phase 3 of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Speaking of Vision, he has been actually reduced to a mere lapdog of Tony Stark in this movie. He just keeps looking over Scarlet Witch all throughout the movie, and he's a bit confused about the power of Mind Stone on his forehead. He wants to understand it so that he can control it later, but at the same time he is also afraid that the Mind Stone may begin to control him. I think Vision is also one of those characters which can be explored further. Speaking of unexplored characters, Hawkeye has again been an underdog in the whole movie. They have shown him as retired, and then he comes back out of retirement to help Captain America. But at the same time, his overall footage has been just reduced to running around the airport action sequence with Scarlet Witch. For a character who has defeated Tony Stark multiple times in the comics, it's really sad when you see that such a great character is being reduced to just a Roadrunner show. Now, as we are on the subject of characters already, you really need to look out for these three characters: Falcon, Ant-Man, and of course Spider-Man. The biggest surprise was of course Spider-Man, which I'm going to talk about in a bit, but before that I would like to talk about Ant-Man. Although Ant-Man has not been seen much in the trailer and it's just a hit and miss view of his in the trailer, but I think he has played a very important role in the action sequence at the airport, which I'm going to speak about later. In this scenario, Ant-Man has proved that he is really strong. Really strong, and he really does something huge. So watch out for that as well. Anthony Mackie, who has been playing Falcon in the Captain America series, has actually matured with his role in this movie. It has been shown that he takes command of the situation. Not only he takes orders from Captain, there are scenarios in which he is suggesting solutions to the Captain. Now let's talk about one of the most hyped characters in this movie. I'm obviously referring to Spider-Man. I was really excited to see how Spider-Man shapes up in this movie. I must say Marvel has done a very good job with Spider-Man. Tom Holland does not disappoint at all. He's talkative, he's funny, he's a teenage, he's everything that a Spider-Man should be. I must say that this is one of the best portrayals of Spider-Man that I have seen on screen. This movie, like most movies, has its weak points as well. For example, the first half actually drags quite a bit, setting up all the drama and all the storyline. But once you get to the second half, you kind of understand that the first half was required, in spite of the fact that it was a bit boring. I was actually hoping to see some of the Avengers die, or at least one of them die in the entire movie, but that did not happen. My bet was actually on War Machine. The fall that he takes in the movie should have killed him. Quicksilver's soul is probably crying out somewhere right now, as he's the only superhero who has been dead. War Machine should have died. Now let's come back to the main focus of the movie. It was always a Captain America movie. Captain America from the get-go has been the primary focus, in spite of the fact that he had his allies in the movie. The whole movie revolves around how Captain America tries to win back Winter Soldier towards his own side, and how he tries to protect him from Iron Man and the side of the Iron Man. However, it all comes down to the one major fight that takes place in Siberia. Do look out for the action sequence which is shot in Siberia, and the fight between Winter Soldier and Captain America on one side and Iron Man on the other. It is simply mind-blowing. It is simply mind-blowing. It is simply mind-blowing.
It is simply Mind blown.
But at the same time, I actually think Captain America got a little bit carried away with his friendship with Bucky. You will notice that the movie tries to portray more of a friendship side of Captain America rather than his Avenger side, which is a good thing considering the fact that Captain America was in a very extreme situation. Now, before we give a judgment, let's talk about two of the villains that are present in the movie. I would not actually call them villains, but their role has been represented as such. Let's talk about Iron Man first. Robert Downey Jr., as usual, has been excellent while playing Tony Stark. However, you will do miss out a bit of the cocky part, but at the same time, it shows how Iron Man has matured over the years. Baron Zemo, on the other hand, is a citizen of Sokovia who had lost his family during the Sokovia incident. Baron Zemo can be compared to Lex Luthor of Batman v Superman, not on the same acting and maniacal level, but on the fact that Baron Zemo is the one who runs the circus throughout the movie. And once Baron Zemo comes into the puzzle is absolutely complete. The major driving force behind Baron Zemo has been the fact that he cannot conquer the Avengers on his own. He also admits in the movie that there have been far more greater and stronger men before him who had tried to bring the Avengers down, but he has been the only one who actually brought them down. And this actually makes a very good point in that Baron Zemo is almost dead in the movie until Black Panther comes and save him, which is again a downfall. As I mentioned earlier, I was actually hoping to see someone dead in this movie. Anyway, the bottom line of the movie is that you just cannot pick a side and go into the theater and cheer for that team. Your conscience will dwindle here and there throughout the movie. Sometimes you will feel that Captain America is right, while other times you will feel that Tony Stark's make much more sense. So go there, enjoy the movie. It's a fantastic movie. It is the age of Ultron that Marvel deserved but never gave us. So go out and watch it. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. So that was my opinion about the movie. Do let us know what do you think about the movie, and do let us know what do you think about this video in the comment section below. If there is any area on which you think we can improve upon, you are most welcome to share that with us as well. So guys, if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Share this video amongst your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye.